صل علی محمد و آل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. السلام علیکم و رحمت الله و برکاته. خب اجازه آقای مدرس و بزرگان مجلس ما میریم و پروگرام امشب مسجد الرسول با تلاوت آیه 49 تا 55 سوره مبارکه یونس که توسط محترم حاج کریم بسام قرائت خواهد شد شروع میکنیم. ترجمه فارسی انشاءالله توسط برادر فردین نیکمرد. And the English translation will be recited by brother شریف محسن انشاءالله. در بخش دوم برنامه امشب از طرف برادران محترم حاج کریم بسام حدیث دارند که به سمع شما خواهند رساند و دربارهش حرف خواهند زد. اگر از طرف خواهران کسی هست که مطلب داره لطفاً با ما بگوین که برایشان وقت بگذارم و از مطلبشان استفاده بکنیم. و الا در بخش آخر هم میریم و از محضر حجت الاسلام والمسلمین آقای مدرس استفاده خواهیم کرد. از محترم حاج کریم بسام خواهش میکنیم که تشریف برن و آیه 49 تا 55 سوره یونس تلاوت بکنن برای سر سلامتی خودشان و فامیل محترمشان. صلوات محمدی پسند ختم بفرمایید عزیزان.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل لا أملك لنفسي ضرا ولا نفعا إلا ما شاء الله. لكل أمة أجل إذا جاء أجلهم فلا يستأخرون. ساعة ولا يستقدمون. قل أرأيتم إن أتاكم عذابه بياتا أو نهارا ماذا يستعجل منه المجرمون. ثم إذا ما وقع آمنتم به الآن وقد كنتم به تستعجلون. ثم قيل للذين ظلموا ذوقوا عذاب الخلد هل تجزون إلا بما كنتم تكسبون. ويستنبئونك حق هو قل لي وربي حق وما أنتم بمعجزين ولو أن لكل نفس ظلمت ما فيه ولو أن لكل نفس ظلمت ما في الأرض لافتدت به وأسروا الندامة لما رأوا العذاب وقضي بينهم بالقسط وهم لا يظلمون ألا إن لله ما في السماوات والأرض ألا إن وعد الله حق ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اعوذ بالله من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. بگو من مالک سود و زیان خود نیستم جز آنچه خدا می‌خواهد برای هر امتی مدت زمان مقرر است. هنگامی که مهلتشان به سر میرسد نمیتوانند ساعتی را به تأخیر اندازند و نه ساعتی جلو ببرند. بگو چگونه میبینید اگر عذاب او به هنگام شب یا به وقت روز به شما برسد؟ گناهکاران کدام قسمت از آن را شتاب خواهند خواست؟ آیا آنگاه که عذاب وقوع می‌یابد بالاخره به ایمان خواهید آورد؟ پس گفته خواهد شد آیا اکنون در حالی که بیشتر در رسیدن شتاب داشتید؟ سپس به ستمکاران گفته خواهد شد عذاب دائم را بچشید. آیا جز آنچه به دست آورده اید کیفر می‌بینید؟ می‌خواهند به وسیله تو باخبر بشوند که آیا آن حق است؟ بگو آری، به پروردگارم سوگند که آن کاملا راست و حق است و شما را گریزی از آن نیست. هر نفسی گناهکاری اگر همه آنچه در روی زمین است مالک میشد با کمال میل آن را فدیه میداد. هنگامی که عذاب را ببیند اظهار پشیمانی خواهد کرد، اما بینشان به عدل داوری خواهد شد و بر آنها ستمی نخواهد رفت. مگر نه این است آنچه در آسمان ها و زمین است از آن خداست؟ مگر نه این است که وعده خدا حق است ولیکن بیشتر آنها نمی‌دانند. صدق الله العلی العظیم.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Say, I do not control for myself any harm or any benefit except what Allah pleases. Every nation has a term. When their term comes, they shall not then remain behind for an hour, nor they can go before. Tell me if his punishment overtakes you by night or by day. What then is there of it that the guilty would hasten on? And when it comes to pass, will you believe in it? What? Now and already you wished to have it hastened on. Then it shall be said to those who were unjust, taste abiding chastenment. You are not requited except for what you earned. And they ask you, is that true? Say, by my Lord, it is most surely the truth, and you will not escape. And if every soul has that done injustice, had all that is in the earth, it would offer it for ransom. And they will manifest regret when they see the chastisement. And the matter shall be decided between them with justice, and they shall not be dealt with unjustly. Now surely Allah is what it is in the heavens and in the earth. Now surely Allah's promise is true, but most of them do not know. Sadaqallahu al-Aliyyul Azim.
خب با تشکر و سپاس فراوان از محترم حاج کریم بسام، آقا فردین نیکمرد و آقا شریف محسن که قرآن و ترجمه فارسی و انگلیسی را به سمع شما رساندن. میرسیم به بخش دوم برنامه امشب. در قدم اول در بخش دوم امشب اولین شب از برنامه های ما است. بعد از برگشت حاج آقای مدرس از سفر حج، برای نمایندگی از خود و از طرف همه شما عزیزان باز هم خیر مقدم میگم با حاج آقای مدرس. انشالله که حجشان قبول، زیارتشان قبول. زنده باشین. Okay, we're going to continue with our program. As I mentioned at the beginning, from the brother's side, محترم حاج کریم بسام باز هم گفتن حدیث تهیه کردن که حدیث به سمع شما میرسانن و درباره از صحبت هم خواهند کرد. میریم و از مطلبی که محترم حاج کریم بسام تهیه کردن استفاده خواهیم کرد. باز هم سرسلامتی خودتان و سرسلامتی فامیل حاج بسام. صلوات محمد پسند ختم بفرمایید عزیزان.
سلام علیکم و رحمت الله. اولا که برگشت حجاج محترم از بیت الله شریف تبریک و تهنیت عرض میکنیم. انشالله خداوند حجشان را قبول و سعیشان را مشکور نماید انشالله. بنده تصمیم گرفتم از این بعد که اشعار نخوانیم و فقط اگر شود یک حدیث کوتاه، یک مطلب کوتاه و اگر این رواج بیافته بین برادرها که هر کدام به نوبه خود یک حدیث، یک مطلبی که اگر میفهمن چیز کنن بیاین برای عزیزان، فقط بسیار کوتاه باشه که بگوین، بسیار خوب میشه. و این ماهی که گذشت، ماه ذوالحجه که امروز آخرین روزش هست، ما در کل زی ما چندین عید داشتیم. چندین، یک دانه نه، دو دانه، 3 4 5 6 عید است که کلگیش به مناسبت‌های مختلف بوده. متاسفانه اگر ما خودم از خانواده امتحان کردم، پرسیدم که عید موبایله چیست، اصلا هیچ کس اطلاع نداشت. عید موبایله را اصلا نمیفهمیدن و این به علتش است که ما امی احادیثت نمیگیم و گفته نشده بین ما. این جای تأسف است. روز پیامبر بزرگوار اسلام با بی فاطمه زهرا سلام الله علیها عرض کردند که یا فاطمه، خداوند تبارک و تعالی اول که یک نظر کرد مرا خلق کرد، خلقت مرا قلم زد و بعد نظر دیگر کرد و خلقت امیر المؤمنین علی ابن ابی طالب رقم زد. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد. و بعد نگاه سوم خلقت تو را رقم زد، خلقت بی فاطمه زهرا سلام الله علیها را. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد. و در مرتبه چهارم نظر کرد خلقت حسنین را، امام حسن و امام حسین علیه السلام را رقم زد. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد. و این حدیث هست که خداوند تبارک و تعالی میگه که اگر ما تو را یا رسول الله شما را خلق نمی کردم، اصلا کائنات خلق نمی کردم. علت وجود کل کائنات 5 تن آل حبا است. یک صلوات محمدی.
خب خب با تشکر و سپاس فراوان از محترم حاج کریم بسام و از توصیهشان، انشالله که دوستا گوش بکنن و از این بعد شاید حدیثم بیارن و با مختصر تفسیر شاید همه بیشتر امتیاز ببریم، چی میگن امتیاز، بنفیت بگیریم انشالله. بخش دوم ما در اینجا به پایان میرسه. As a reminder, a friendly reminder about your monthly donations. Again, I'm back here with my monthly donations, reminding everyone. So please check with Brother Zia Amili. He is here. He would be able to tell you if you are caught up with your monthly pledges and monthly donations or not. If you are, God forbid, if you are not up to date, please make sure to bring it up. Bring it up to date, and if you can do a little more, we would appreciate it. A Muharram program will be starting as soon as tomorrow night, inshallah, as Haji Modarres said, between the two namaz. So again, our expenses will go up in this month again, so we would appreciate your financial support at this point. Our Taha Islamic School is still on vacation, so there is nothing to talk about that. Our next week's program, you've already heard about it. We will have program starting from tomorrow night all the way through September 10th, every night at 7:30 p.m. inshallah. So please be here for Muharram programs, and until the day of Ashura, inshallah, we'll be here. But again, a weekly reminder will be sent to everyone on Tuesday again, inshallah. All of this information, you can find it on our webpage at masjidalrasool.com or through our Facebook page at Masjid al-Rasool. That's our Facebook page, Masjid Rasool, not al-Rasool, and Facebook. Please keep our masjid clean as much as possible. So starting tonight and until September 10th, again, we'll be here every night. We will have dinner. We will serve it here. Please make sure that you clean around yourself where you're sitting, and please make sure not to take any paper plates, paper cups outside and leave it unattended there. If you want to take it outside, please take it with you or trash it here. So please just leave it in the parking lot. And then again, if there's too much, if we don't have parking lot inside here and you're parking on the street, please make sure that you are not blocking anybody's driveway or if there's a fire hydrant, please make sure that not to block that either. With that being said, میریم و از محضر حجت الاسلام والمسلمین آقای مدرس استفاده میکنیم بر سر سلامتی خودشان و فامیل محترمشان صلوات محمد پسند ختم بفرمایید عزیزان. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد.
السلام علیکم و رحمت الله و برکاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. I also would like to return Brother Haj Farzad's and welcome him from Hajj and returning to our community. And also, I think this is also the first, is it the first time we have him back at Masjid since he went to Hajj? May Allah accept his Hajj, and may Allah accept the Hajj of his wife as well. Alhamdulillah, they went as a couple. And may Allah protect them from the illness of dunya and akhirah, inshallah, and honor them with prolonged, blessed life. For all those who did not perform Hajj, I once again pray that inshallah they be able to go and perform Hajj. For all those Hujjaj and Mu'mineen who return safely, may Allah inshallah accept their efforts. Recite al-salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. There is one announcement. A brother told me about one specific sister who has a kidney problem. And if you need more information, please ask me to put you in touch with this person to acquire more information. But because we know about this specific problem, my responsibility, and inshallah every one of us, is to help as much as we can based on our ability. So this sister, she lives in, if I'm not mistaken, Helmand, Afghanistan. And unfortunately, she had kidney problem for the last few years, and she's been doing dialysis. But recently, dialysis failed and is not working anymore. So she needs an urgent kidney transplant. And it costs around $10,000 based on the cost of the surgery in Afghanistan for the procedure. She's a mother, and she's young, but as I said, been dealing with this problem. Alhamdulillah, some mu'mineen came together and they collected around, if I'm not mistaken, 2,500. For the rest, inshallah, they're looking for the help of the mu'mineen. So if you can help, let me know. Talk to Hajj Farzad or talk to me, and I will put you in touch with the person who can connect you to be able to get help. And this is time sensitive. Basically, this sister's life is on the line. So
Sorry to cut you off. They also said that once you collected the money, don't even send it to anyone. We will give you the hospital's account number. We can transfer it from here
sure,
directly to the hospital.
perfect.
So that way you know the money doesn't go to
Alhamdulillah. As I mentioned, there's enough. So basically, there is an email with all the information with the doctor's basically prescription and order and all that, that basically this is a legit case. So that person provided those. And as they mentioned it, as I said, just talk to us. We will put you in touch that you, as a person who helps, you have the right to ask questions. Unfortunately, we live at a time that people, they cheated and they lied about helping others. So you have the right to ask questions. But once we provide you, the decision is yours, inshallah. If you're able to help, do it. If you can't financially, you cannot, pray for this sister, inshallah, that be able to get the help soon. And inshallah, will be preserved and protected for her own sake and also her children's sake, inshallah. For the shifa and healing and cure for all the ill, all those who are mariz, especially those who requested dua, and especially the sister, recite another salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Tomorrow will be the last day of month of Dhul Hijjah, tomorrow. So Muharram again is on Sunday, inshallah. So I'll see everyone tomorrow night during the Muharram Majalis, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إلهنا وشفيع ذنوبنا وطبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد اللهم وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المكرمين سيما بقية الله في السماوات والأراضين روحي وأرواحنا وأرواح العالمين له الفداء. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن الكريم وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. صدق الله العلي العظيم. For the honor of the Master of the Youth of Paradise, Imam al-Hassan and Imam al-Hussein alayhim as-salam, peace be upon them, recite the salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Inshallah, tonight we will have Q&A, so I already opened the Slido app. So if you go to slido.com and you put the code الرسول ALRASOOL الرسول, you'll be able, inshallah, to log in and post your questions. And at the end of the speech, I'll, inshallah, answer those questions. So again, is slido.com. The code is الرسول. ALRASOOL. Because I think some people were asking if we have Q&A. Yes, we do. Secondly is that inshallah there will be a blood drive on the coming Saturday. So not tomorrow, the week after that, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is September 7th? 8th? Is 8th. So we'll see. Well, I'll email that. So it's a Saturday. Sunday, it's Sunday, let me say. Saturday we have the blood drive. Sunday we have the julus. So both days there is a program. The blood drive is here in our parking lot as last year. So if you are healthy enough to donate blood, you can sign up. We will inshallah do the sign up during the next week. So every night there will be a sign up sheet that you can sign up. And it's during the daytime. So on Saturday, I believe it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then on Sunday we have the julus, which is basically every year before Ashura we have the downtown julus. And they start at the same time at 12 o'clock, same place, and they finish pretty much around the same time, around 4 o'clock. So also we will be emailing that as well, but these are happening not the coming week, the week after on the weekend. So keep that in mind, inshallah. In addition to our program, we will have the blood drive during the daytime, and we will have the julus on Sunday. So for a few minutes, I want to talk about when we come to the month of Muharram, it's important to understand how to prepare ourselves for this month. And what we mean by preparing for this month, because sometimes we look at the Muharram as a cultural phenomenon. It's like a lot of people do things not because they know why, they just do it because everybody else do it. Sometimes Muharram becomes like that to all of us. We do Muharram because our dad, our grandfather, as we were children, we were brought up to Muharram program, and we do it for the same reason. But to prepare for Muharram is also important to ask the question why we are coming to Muharram Majalis. More than just a habit, more than just a culture. Because if somebody just come for the cultural reason to Muharram Majalis, all they gain from that is a cultural benefit. Because that's the only benefit you get. But if somebody come for a spiritual reason, then you will leave Majalis of Muharram with inshallah a boost of Iman, with increase of Iman. In Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about sha'air Allah. Because people said there is nowhere in Quran that said you have to have Muharram programs. This is one of the very cliche questions people ask. Where in Quran Allah said to do this? Where in Quran Allah said to do that? My answer to those people is, where in Quran Allah said about birthday? To have birthday celebrations. Where in Quran Allah said about weddings? Where in Allah in Quran said about anniversaries? Valentine's Day. Do you want more? So if you go based on that, we become those people who are literalists. And they say, oh yeah, because it's not in Quran, birthday is also haram. That is also haram. Everything is haram. But the reality is Quran is not a book of listing what kind of events we can have. Quran talks about principles, talks about rules, structures. As long as your events have those structures, you can have as many events as you want. You can have as many programs, as many gatherings as you want, even if it's not named. Even if it's not named. One of those structures that Quran mentioned is what we call the banners of God. Banners, flags of God. Banner is something that represents a tribe, an army, a country. That's what a flag and a banner is. And Quran said, وَمَنْ يُعَظِّمْ شَعَائِرَ اللَّهِ. The one who honors the banners of God, the one who respects the flags of God, فَإِنَّهَا مِن تَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. This is from the piety of the soul. If you're a God-conscious person, If you're a pious human being, you will honor the flags of God, the banners of God. So what are the banners of God? One of the examples of the banners of God Quran mentions is Safa and Marwa. It said, Inna Safa wal Marwata min sha'airillah. فمن حج البيت أو اعتمر فلا جناح عليه أن يطوف بهما ومن تطوع خيرا فإن الله شاكر عليم. So two mountains, when inshallah you go to Hajj, it's a good reason to talk about them. When you go to the mountain of Safa and Marwa, these two, God said these two mountains are banners of God. These are flags of God. They're mountains, but they remind you of Allah. They stand for the process of pilgrimage. And they are important because of Hajar, salamullah alayha. As Ibrahim, Ismail, and Sarah. These three individuals, and then we have Hazrat Hajar, salamullah alayha, is the story of their life is eventually Prophet Ibrahim and his wife Hazrat Hajar were tested to leave his beloved child, newborn child Ismail, and his wife in the middle of nowhere. That's what Ibrahim did. And then eventually we have that as Hajar was running for water between these two mountains, in search of water. Eventually Zamzam, which is the sacred and the holy well for all Muslims, the birthplace of it comes from the story of a child and a mother search for water and being tested by God. And as Ismail alayhi salam was crying for water, we have that the well of Zamzam started boiling from under his feet. And that two mountain still exists till this day. Not in a mountain that you think, because they built a lot of construction around it and now is basically covered, is a roof over it. But in the past time was two mountains, people going between these two mountains. As a remembrance of that story. Because that story was that you will be tested by God's and the difficulties that probably will come in your life. So there's a lesson in the story of Ibrahim, his wife, and these two mountains. So Allah said you have to honor even a mountain, even if it's a rock. Because the story reminds you of Allah, you honor that. You respect it. You go on the top of it, and it's mustahab to pray on the top of that mountain. And from the same structure, from same sha'air, same banners and flags to remind you of Allah is Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. And you can tell me, is Imam Hussein alayhi salam is an embodiment of reminding people of Allah or opposite? When you hear Muharram, what do you think of? What is Muharram about? Is usually we talk about ziyarah and dua, which is supplication, connecting with God. We're thinking about a speech and lectures, about topics to be reminded, which again is about God. We talk about azadari or musiba, which is a form of mourning, grief, to get closer to God. All these different forms that ultimately leads you toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's where in Quran Allah talks about Sayyid al-Shahada and the majalis for Imam Hussein. Any gathering that helps you to get closer to Allah. When we come to the majalis of Sayyid al-Shahada, I'm asking you, in Muharram, do you remember death or no? Is a reminder of Day of Judgment or no? If the answer is yes, this is the majlis for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you go to any program that does opposite of that, we remember more about dunya and working more for dunya and forget about death and procrastinate what we have to do for the life after death, that's a majlis for dunya. Opposite of that is for akhirah, and any majlis for akhirah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam so in any gathering that it reminds you of death and Day of Judgment, you are continuously praying to Allah. That is an act of worship. if it reminds you of death and day of judgment. And how you talk about the musibah of Imam al-Hussein, how you talk about the Rawza, Latmiya, talk about the last moment of the life of Imam Hussein that he said, Ilahi ridhan biridhak, tasliman liqadha'ik, to that state of iman and faith that you are ready for death, you embrace death, you have no fear of death, and do not think twice about your own preparation for death. Supplication is one of the greatest gifts of Allah for mankind. And Muharram has one lesson, and inshallah we leave the rest of the Muharram lectures for the nights of Muharram. But one thing I want you to keep as a theme in your mind during Muharram, every night of Muharram, and that is that bala and musibah is part of life. Musibah, bala, trials, turbulation in life is not a punishment of God. Sometimes a difficulty, a problem in life could be a blessing. Because when you look at the people who are the best of the best, they dealt with problems. Our prophet, he lost 2 children. At the young age, they passed away. Our prophet lost his parents at the very, very young age. He was an orphan. He became an orphan before birth and then later on at the young age. What kind of problem? Name a problem, then I tell you about the prophet's problem. He was tortured, he was abused verbally, physically. He was kicked out of his own city and town. He lost his beloved grandfather, uncle, his guardians, and his wife. How you can say our prophet had it easy? But even with all those troubles and all those tribulations, we don't say that God punished him, God forbid. So if you're dealing with problems, be careful. Don't say, oh, God is punishing me because I have problem. That's not true. Unless we know what we did and this is the price we pay for what we did, not necessarily every problem is a punishment. You know, some of these metaphors, they said, it's like an ocean. When there is a stormy day or a stormy night in the ocean, the fish complain that, oh, why there's no peace and calm in the ocean. And as soon as the peace and calm come on the ocean, what happens? Fishermen are coming to hunt you. So not necessarily every calm is good. Not every moment of being peaceful is good. Having a peaceful heart and mind is good, but having everything peaceful not necessarily is good. So there is a story, and I finish with that, the English part of my speech. So remember, in Muharram, think about bala. Why tribulation, troubles, problem, trials, tests exist in life. Try to learn. Think every night of Muharram about that. That how can I deal with trials and tribulation in life? What it means for me to be Abdullah, the servant of God, and navigate through all these trials and tribulations. And then listen to the stories of Imam Hussein and see how did he navigate. It's a question you have to keep asking. You have the Prophet Ibrahim. This is a riwayah by Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, Sayyid al-Salam. We have that Prophet Ibrahim narrated by Imam Sadiq, that one day Prophet Ibrahim as a shepherd, he took his herd for feeding. He left the city and he noticed under a tree there is an old man praying. He approached him, greeted him, and said, do you live here? He said, yes, I live here. I live across that river on that mountain. So do you live alone? He said, yeah, I have no one except him. He said, can I be your guest for tonight? The city is too far away. Can I be your guest? The old man said to Ibrahim alayhi salam, sure, why not? He said, I don't think you can come to my house. So what do you mean? said, in order to get to my house, I have to walk over water. So this is not a regular person. And Ibrahim alayhi salam did not, brag about, oh, you don't know who I am. I'm Khalilullah, right? I'm a friend of God. He said, okay, can you hold my hand? Maybe Allah help me, and because of you, I'll be able to pass the river too. He said, okay, your call. And they went toward the house. He held Ibrahim's hand and they walk over water. It's interesting that if you have iman in the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will walk over water. We have awliya, Allah did it. Not only prophets of God did it, but a true pious person will be able to walk on water. So they passed it and they reached the house. And as they have conversation, Ibrahim asked the question, he said, tell me, what is the most difficult day? What is the hardest time that you can imagine? And the old man said to Ibrahim, the hardest day and the hardest day and hour is day of judgment, is the day of reckoning. Yawmul Hisab. That is the hardest day, that you will be examined by God. What a good answer. Ibrahim said, okay, let's pray together to God to protect us from that day, to help us on that day. And he said, no, I don't think praying works. After all this, he said, I don't think praying works. So what do you mean? He said, 3 years ago, I made one prayer, one dua. Until this day, God did not answer my prayer. I don't think it works. I just leave it to him. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, man, let me tell you one thing. If Allah loves someone, Allah postpone answering their prayers because Allah wants them to come back and talk to him again and again. If your dua doesn't get an answer right away, it doesn't mean Allah does not love you. Because Allah wants you to keep you connected. Because as soon as you get what you want, what happened? It's like a teacher, right? If you had teaching experience, if you give everything at the beginning of the day to your students, probably you're going to lose them for the rest of the day. But if you say, okay, these are the lollipop or chocolate or healthy stuff, and I'm going to give it to the student who's behaving well or answering the most amount of questions by the end of the class, then you have them connected. You have their attention, right? So that's the way Allah knows man. That's for him, for us. That's our nature. We're a child, if you like it or not. We could be 50 years old and still have that childish behavior. As soon as we get what we want, we walk away. We forget all the promises as soon as we get what we want. I told you stories that people said, Shaykh, make dua that Allah help me to get a job. Help me, be able to, pay my for expenses. And I said, okay, who I am to make dua, but Allah said, if you pray for others, we forget who you are because you're praying for others. If you pray for yourself, we examine, evaluate you, okay, if this person worthy of being answered or not. But when you pray for others, it's selfless, we answer regardless. So pray for other people. Don't say, who am I to pray for others? Allah listens. Does not matter who you are because you're not praying for yourself. So I said, okay, we pray for you. And I can tell you how many people, as soon as they got that job, I did not see them again. See them again, not in okay, it's fine, they don't come to this community, but they go to a different center. No, I mean, I did not see them again being religious, unfortunately. The same person who say, Ya Allah, I'm here, pay attention. As soon as Allah give them what they want, now, regardless of how many signs Allah sent, they're gone. They think differently now. Their priorities are different. And I pray to Allah, Ya Allah, it could happen to me. It's not that difficult for me to be easily distracted. So Ibrahim said, oh man, if Allah loves someone, Allah postpone the time of them getting what they want. And if Allah does not like someone for whatever reason, for their action, for their sins, Allah give them quickly what they want for them to stop. Because even some people don't even know how to pray. God, give me this or I stop praying. That's the way they do. Give me this or I stop praying. It's like that Allah needs your prayer. A contingency. Imagine that, what patience Allah has with us. That still, even with that bad attitude, still He answers our prayer. Still. And he said, so tell me, what was your prayer? He said, 3 years ago, a shepherd was passing by. I started talking to him, and he told me that he is not the owner of the herd. I said, who is the owner? Who are you working for? So I'm working for Ibrahim Khalilullah, the friend of God, the companion of God. And I did not know there is a person who is a friend of God. And since that day, it became my only wish and my only dua and prayer that I want to meet and visit this man, this friend of God. And Ibrahim alayhi salam smiled. Said, okay, with patience, you will find victory. Today, Allah answered your dua, and then Ibrahim alayhi salam introduced himself. These kind of moments in our life will happen with patience. With patience. If Hazrat Zainab did not have the patience that she had, if God forbid at the time, that's the reason Imam al-Hussein, before the day of Ashura, the only most important advice of Imam Hussein to Hazrat Zainab was what? Alaykunna bis-sabr. I advise you to be patient. Don't let shaitan remove your patience, take away your patience. And that is the reason we see today. And Zainab Salamullah alayha eventually saw the sacrifice of Sayyid al-Shuhada not being in vain. But if it was somebody short-sighted, you came all the way from Medina, you came to help the people of Kufa, they were the one they wrote the letters, and then your children get killed, your brothers get killed, your beloved brothers get killed in front of your eyes. If you lose patience, say, Ya Allah, what's going on? It was all in vain. That's a person with lack of patience would say. But Hazrat Zainab said what? Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. I saw nothing but beauty. And today we know when millions and millions of people are inspired by that beauty of Karbala. Not just Arba'in that you see 20 million people walking. No, go every corner. There is a Muharram program in China, in Japan, in Medina, in Mecca. There are programs, maybe not as open and as public as we see in some places, but there are programs. One of the brothers, Mu'minin from Canada, was telling that last year they did a Majlis program in Antarctica, in North Pole. There were 2 Shias studying. They were part of the study group. They did the Majlis for Imam Hussein with 2 people in North Pole. So the love of Hussein alayhi salam inspires people. In Africa, Nigeria looks how many millions of people today are inspired by the love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. That is the beauty that Hazrat Zainab is talking about. May Allah give us that tawfiq to take advantage of the beauties, the lessons of Muharram and Karbala, to be someone who not only culturally come to the Muharram Majalis, but also spiritually. We look for ma'nawiyat. We look for our iman to get stronger, for our faith to get stronger, inshallah, in the Majalis of Sayyid al-Shuhada. For the honor of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, his family and his companions, recite salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So I give a 5 minutes for talk in Farsi. Write your questions down. Bismillah. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about in Farsi, this is a good time to write some questions. I know some of you are trying to beat your high score in some games. Try to switch from gaming to write the question, inshallah. And then they are anonymous, so don't worry about any kind of judgment. So I don't think I would judge anyway if you ask directly, but salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Inshallah, soon with the construction, we will get an upgrade in this member too, inshallah. Where is Jamal? Jamal, you're here? Is here, so he's here. Let me. He came to me and said, Sheikh, Hajj Agha, it doesn't mean that you are Haji 2.0 or something like that. Or upgrade or something. The talents, mashallah. Okay, so again, inshallah, we will 5 minutes. So we had another Haji, as you can see, just join us. Hajj Uzair also performed Hajj. May Allah inshallah accept his Hajj as well, and all of our youth be able to perform Hajj for his health and his inshallah accepted Hajj and pilgrimage. Recite another salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. حدیثی رو الحمدلله خواندن ابتدای مجلس که انشالله ما دعا میکنیم که آشنایی ما با معارف اهل بیت علیهم السلام به عمل ختم شود، فقط در دانسته ها نباشد، بلکه انشالله در رفتار و کردار و عمل ما هم انشالله ظاهر شود و خودش رو انشالله نشان بدهد. اما یک روایت هست از وجود مبارک امام صادق علیه السلام در رابطه با مسئله ایمان، که امام صادق می‌فرماید که اگر می‌خواهید ایمان شما کامل شود، چون ایمان هم نقص دارد و به درجات مختلفی برای مؤمنین هست، بهشت هم درجاتی دارد، همه چیز برترین نوع خودش رو دارند و بعد مثلا جنس متوسط و اسفل یا پایین. حدیث از پیامبر است که فرمود لکل شیء سید، برای هر چیزی یک سیدی است، یک آقایی است، یک برتری است، بالاتری است. بعد پیغمبر شروع کرد به مثال زدن، فرمود مثلا القرآن سید الکتب، بالاترین کتب آسمانی، سید و آقای همه کتب آسمانی قرآن است، بین همه کتب آسمانی. بعد فرمود سید الشهور رمضان، آقا و بالاترین ماه سال رمضان است. سیدت اللیالی لیلت القدر، باز اون سیده و بالاترین شب، با فضیلت ترین شب، افضل ترین شب فرمود شب قدر است. از زمین ها فرمود وقتی میرسد به زمین فرمود مسجد الحرام و بیت الله الحرام، بالاترین و افضلترین مکانهای عالم مسجد الحرام است. پیغمبر خدا فرمود. ما خب زیاد داریم مکانهای مقدس که همه اونها هم جایگاه خودشون دارن، ولی فرمود سید اونها این هست. بعد فرمود که سید شباب اهل الجنه الحسن و الحسین، سرور جوانان بهشت حسن و حسین هستند. بعد یک جمله فرمود که انشالله به درد من و شما بخورد، دعا کنیم که بیشتر از این ما قدردان زحمات پیغمبر باشیم، ولی حداقل این حد اقل رو انجام داده باشیم. فرمود و سید الاعمال، هر عملی خود درجات دارد، ولی اون بالاترین و سید کارها پیغمبر خدا فرمود که حبی و حب علی علیه السلام. اللهم حب من پیغمبر، علاقه و محبت به من پیغمبر و علی ابن ابی طالب سید الاعمال است، سید الاعمال است. از این جهت هر چیزی گفتیم درجات دارد، ایمان هم درجات دارد. یعنی یک ایمانی می شود ایمانی که بالاترین ایمان است، کاملترین ایمان است، که ما مثلا در قدیر هم میگیم الیوم اکملت لکم دینکم، امروز خداوند دین رو کامل کرد، که یک فرقی است بین تمام و کامل. تمام، شما وقتی یک چیزی رو تمام میکنید به این معنا که ناقص نیست، ولی کامل زمانی است که شما اون چیزی که تمام هست رو درست استفاده میکنید. یه مثال میزنم، یک کسی که نماز رو از اول تا آخر درست بخواند، این میشود نماز تمام. رکوع بخواند، سجده داشته باشد، تشهد، این قسمت‌های مختلف نماز رو تمام بخوانند. اما نماز کامل نمازی است که قربتاً الی الله باشه. این میشه کامل. یکی تمام است، یکی کامل است. علم مثلا ممکن است یه نفر یک کتاب رو تمام بخواند، علم است دیگه، تماما حفظ کند بخواند. اما علم کامل زمانی است که او چیزی رو که خوانده عمل بکند. ولی عمل نکرد او کامل نیست. تمام است ولی کامل نیست. پیغمبر خدا وقتی که قدیر رو اعلان کرد، خدا فرمود الان دین چی شد؟ کامل شد، تمام. خب همه عبادات رو، همه واجبات و محرمات و مکروهات همه رو یاد داده بود پیغمبر. ولی کامل شدنش که بخوایم جلوی کربلا گرفته بشود، جلوی جنایت‌های بنی امیه گرفته بشود، جلوی بنی عباس و خونخوارانی مثل اونا گرفته بشود، نیاز به این دارد که دین کامل باشد. و کمالش زمانی بود که اگر اون خطبه قدیر رو 120 صحابه پیغمبر که علامه امینی در کتاب القدیر جمع کرد غفلت نمی کردن ازش، که اگر غفلت نمی کردن دین کامل شده بود. ولی دین کامل رو باز رفتن دنبال اون ورژن یا دنبال اون نمونه تمامش، نه دنبال نمونه کامل و کمال دارش. حالا برای ایمان هم یک کمالی است. کمال بازم گفتن تمام ایمان این است که مثلا ما خدا رو قبول داریم، اعتقاد به عدالت خدا داریم، این 5 تا اصول دین رو که میگیم، توحید و عدل و نبوت و امامت و معاد، تمام اینه که ما میگیم به همه اینها ما ایمان داریم. اما کمال و کامل شدنش رو صادق آل محمد علیه السلام فرمود که فرمود اگر میخواهید ببینید بنده ایمانش کامل شده است یا نه، در 3 جا خودتون رو محک بزنید. این روایت رو انشالله بخوانم رو خاتمه برنامه ما انشالله باشد. هدیه به پیشگاه امام صادق علیه السلام. یه صلوات دیگه هم ختم بفرمایید. فرمود اولین ویژگی این هست که لم یغضب غضبه من الحق، خشم و عصبانیت او رو از حق خارج نکند. خشم و عصبانیت او رو از مسیر حق خارج نکند. کسی اگر این ویژگی از 3 تا رو داشت، ایمان او کامل است. این هرچی هم که من باور کنید این روایت ها رو بعضی وقتا که میخوانم، اولین سوالی که میکنم میگم درد جامعه ما این دواش این است. تو هر مسجدی که میریم اولین فتنه همین است. طرف به خاطر عصبانیت امام حسین رو وسیله میکنن. مشکل شخصی دارد، میگه نه تو به امام حسین توهین کردی. مشکل شخصی دارد، نه تو ضد خدایی. غضب، خشم و عصبانیتی که تو رو از حق دور بکنن. کم پیدا میشه به والله تو این همه مال 15 سال منبر رفتیم مساجد و مراکز و جای مختلف، یک بار آرزو به دل ما اومده یک نفر بیاد بگه آقا ما فلان روز ما عصبانی بودیم، ما اشتباه کردیم، تقصیر ما بوده است. همیشه اونا حق به جانبن. هر دو طرف هم قسم خدا رو میخورن که ما حقیم. مگه ممکن است هر دو طرف حق باشن؟ امیرالمومنین رو چقدر داستاناشو خواندیم در جنگ خیبر، در جنگ خندق، روی سینه عمرو بن عبدود نشسته است، در راه خدا میخواد جهاد کند، آب دهان انداخت به صورت مبارک امیرالمومنین، حضرت بلند شد، شروع کرد راه رفتن. بعداً پرسیدن یا علی چه شد که بلند شدی؟ لحظه آخر دوچار آیه شک و تردید شدی؟ فرمود نه، وقتی آب دهان صورت من انداخت ترسیدم که این کار من از روی خشم باشد، که چون این کار رو به من کرده، این اهانت رو به من کرده، من دارم تسویه حساب شخصی میکنم، برای خدا نباشد. راه رفتم که خشمم رو فرو ببرم، بعد برای خدا باشد. اینها رو میشنویم مثل اینکه فقط افسانه به ما تعریف میکنن، نه انگار که با اینا برای من شماست. آقا حتی بچه رو تنبیه کنیم، بچه خودتون رو. یه وقت از ما تربیت میکنیم، یه وقت از عصبانی میشیم، انقدر سر صدا کرده است، اعصاب ما به هم ریخته است، اوقات ما تلخ شده از بقول حالا محاوره دری، از روی عصبانیت میزنیم بچه رو. این کجا تربیت هست؟ دیگه این دیگه خشم یعنی چی؟ این تربیت کردیم اولاد رو که ما اعصابمون خود شد یکی زدیم. این عصبانیت فرمود ایخوان ایمان کامل اینجا نگاه کنه که خشمی که شما رو از حق دور نکنن. این میشه ایمان کامل. دوم امام صادق فرمود رضا و رضایتی که شما رو به باطل نزدیک نکند. این از نشانه ایمان کامل است. رضایت یعنی که فرض کنید همه چیز به وفق مراد است. ما دیدیم دیگه انسان وقتی که شکم سیر میشوند تازه شروع میشوند برای خدا خط و نشان کشیدن. تا شکم ما سیر نیست که خدایا دریاب، یعنی یا رزاق یا رازق یا رزاق، ختم دعای جوشن کبیر میخوانیم. حالا 2 قران دنیا که پیدا شد، خدایا این مسئله خمس رو باید با هم صحبت کنیم قبل از اینکه ما این فقران بیکارن، برن کار کنن. ما که جا پولم از راه مفت نیاوردیم که بدیم به فقیر. یا نه یک بار در عمر عروسیه دیگه، یک بار نمیدونم این کار میشود. این رضایتی که ما رو به باطل، این یک باری که ما رو به باطل دعوت میکنن. همه چیز به وفق مراد است، به طرف باطل نزدیک شیم. اینم فرمود از نشانه ایمان کامل این است که رضایت و راضی بودن و سرخوش بودن تو رو به باطل نزدیک نکنن. و سوم وجود ما را که امام صادق فرمود سومین نشانه ایمان کامل این هست که در هنگام قدرت ببخشی. عفا اذا قدر. یه وقت از ما میبخشیم چون انتخاب دیگری نداریم، نبخشیم چیکار کنیم؟ مثل که بعضی دیدیم روغن ریخته رو نذر میکنن، نه؟ یک $10 که گم شد میگه این نذر باشه، خدایا صدقه دادم. این خوبه پول گم کردین ببخشین، نگذارین بنده خدایی که پیدا میکند مدیون از دنیا برود. اما وقتی که میگن بخشش در هنگام قدرت، یعنی ما میتوانیم مثلا این بنده خدا رو حقمون رو ازش بگیریم، حالا به هر نحوی اونجا انسان عفو بکند. فهمید این نشانه ایمان کامل است دیگه. حر ابن یزید ریای امام حسین نمونه است. بعد میگه اونا امام بودن. میگم خب داستان مالک اشتر، او جوانی که بی‌حرمتی کرد، میگه او اصحاب امام بوده است. میگم فلان آیت الله بهجت، نمیدونم آیت الله شوشتری، میگن اینا علما بودن. میگم پس کی رو به تو مثال بزنم؟ هر کس رو که میگیم یک بهانه‌ای داریم. میگم فلان نفر میگه اون امامه، میگم اون شخص میگه اون اصحاب امامه، این شخص عالم بوده. خب پس تو چی هستی؟ میخوای برم از اجنه برات نمونه بیارم مثال بزنیم؟ برای بد بودن همیشه یک توجیه هست، برای نبخشیدن همیشه یک توجیه هست. اما خوش به حالی که خداوند به اونها ایمان کاملی عطا کرده است که در هنگام قدرت و توانایی میبخشند، در هنگام رضایت از مسیر حق خارج نمیشن، به باطل گرایش پیدا نمیکنن، و در هنگام خشم و عصبانیت نمیگذارن خشم و عصبانیت وسیله‌ای بشود برای توجیه باطل و خطا. خدا انشاءالله با روی امام صادق همه ما رو از زمره مؤمنینی که در مسیر کمال ایمانشون قدم برمیدارن، روز به روز ایمانمون رشد بکند، ما رو بنده تر بکند، ما رو عبدتر در درگاه خدا بکنند قرار بدهد. هدیه به پیشگاه آقا امام صادق و جد بزرگوارش رسول الله صلوات نهد بفرمایید. Okay, let me see if we have any questions. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'll answer till 10 o'clock. Please, somebody let me know by 10. So, another salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Okay. Thank you. So the first question is, are babies angels? If you mean by that question that they are born without sins and pure, yes, they are. But if you mean angel as angel, no, they are human beings. They're different creations. But they are pure. Regardless of what family, what are the sins of the father or the mother, they're born without any sin. No child will be held accountable for the father's or for the parent's sin. Said, I feel like I have been so caught into school and I'm losing my connection to my religion. Beside prayers and reciting Quran, what can I do? Number one, try to read. There are a lot of good books out there to increase your knowledge because you're in a school, so alhamdulillah, you're doing a lot of reading. So try to read on your religion, especially the subject that you feel you need more information on. Secondly, try to find good friends, religious friends, and do some activities. So once a week, participate in Juma prayers and Dua Kumail, in something to reignite your relationship with Allah. So do not just go. As I said, the worst thing we can do is Ramadan, we're 100% person of God, and then when we go back to school or work, we have nothing. Imam Sadiq's tradition is that the best of action is the action that is small, but they're continuous, they're constant. That is better than, when it comes to actions that they are probably, in quantity, they're high, but they're not as often. They're not as constant. So always, as I said, is an example I think I give already, is to read Quran every day, but do 1 page. It's better than read Quran once a month and you do 2 juz or 3 juz at one sitting. It's better to do 1 page per day. So even in one day that you're busy with school or something, and you read Quran, you do your namaz, try to do, as I said, 5 minutes of reading about your religion. Environment is very important. Find a good person, somebody that you can learn from them, a religious good friend that you can be. When you're around them, it helps you to boost your faith and iman. Why don't people remember being a baby? What's up with the baby stories? I think it's part of the biology of human being. There's called, I think, infant amnesia or something like that. It's part of the brain development. So not a very specific reason. Islamically, because you're not held accountable, there is nothing on that field. But why? I think maybe it's a blessing that we don't remember. Says for women, is acting or performing, raising your voice or moving your body, especially in performing art, bad? I think by the word bad, you're referring to is it haram or not? Depends. No, not acting necessarily or performing is not haram, but what kind of movement, what kind of acting, what kind of role, what kind of message you're conveying. So they are important. But the concept of acting, somebody acting, no, not necessarily is not haram. Even raising your voice, screaming or shouting, that's fine if it's a role for that. But not every role. God forbid, they expect you to remove your hijab and all that, because recently there's a lot of TV shows that we think we have representation. There's a hijabi girl in the TV show or something, but usually a lot of them end up with the girl removing hijab or feeling unhappy about the hijab, some of them. So depends. There is one of a scholar who said that they'd heard in one of the lectures that said improper thoughts of a mother while conceiving a child can lead to deviancy in said child. Can you please expand on that? There are tradition on that topic. Deviance, one thing we cannot deny is that parents have influence on the child prior even to birth. There are studies even today talk about pregnancy, the stress level, anger, and all that, and the impacts that it has on children. Even when it comes to biological issues such as parents with HIV, especially mothers with HIV, or heroin addiction or alcoholism, it has an impact on the child. So if there is a biological effects on the fetus and on the child, we cannot, deny that it could be a spiritual impact on the child, but not to the extreme that you can say that they have no say in it. It will be difficult, and again, they will have some deviancy, but it doesn't mean they have no free will. It's not that the action of the parents will remove their free will from them. And the justice of God is that they will be tested and they will be judged based on the challenges that they have. This is the ayah of Quran. Allah said, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Somebody's responsibility, somebody's task, somebody's burden is based on their abilities. So if a child who's born in an abusive family, their potential is very different from somebody who was born in a very healthy, religious environment. So what is expected of that person is different from the other one. So could be, but I don't know, probably you can ask me this question personally, what do you mean, what kind of elaboration you need. But as I mentioned, if there is a biological impact, there are tradition who says that certain behavior of the mother or the father could impact the child, but not to the extent that they become doomed or basically prejudged or predetermined that what will happen to them. But there's a lot of negative inclination that unfortunately they will be exposed to. 10 o'clock, alhamdulillah. Should I answer this one more? Oh no, there are more. So we leave the others inshallah for another time. These are, I think the questions were ranked based on the number of likes that they got. So I did not discriminate it if you posted the question earlier or later. It was based on the order. May Allah inshallah give us the tawfiq. To practice what we learn, to practice what we preach, and ultimately inshallah to be the man and a human being of faith and action and amal inshallah. Let's finish with ziyarah. وعجل اللهم في فرج مولانا صاحب العصر والزمان. السلام عليك يا رسول الله يا نبي الله يا خير خلق الله يا خاتم النبيين. السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين ويا إمام المتقين علي بن أبي طالب. السلام عليك يا مولاتنا يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين ويا إمام المتقين علي بن أبي طالب. السلام عليكم أيها الحسن والحسين سبطي نبي الرحمة وسيدي شباب أهل الجنة. السلام عليك وعلي بن الحسين زين العابدين. السلام على محمد بن علي الباقر. السلام على جعفر بن محمد الصادق. السلام على موسى بن جعفر الكاظم. السلام على علي بن موسى الرضا. السلام على محمد بن علي التقي الجواد. السلام على علي بن محمد الهادي النقي. السلام على حسن بن علي العسكري الزكي. السلام عليك يا صاحب الزمان يا خليفة الرحمن يا إمام الإنس والجان. السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العلي العظيم. For the soul of all marhumin, especially those who are sponsors tonight, and for shifa and the healing of all those who are ill and requested dua, and hastening the return of Imam of our time, recite Surah Fatiha with the salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.